You know what what I love about it is the longevity and the time that we have to develop her. And I think not only is she a strong woman who has this on her shoulders and she's a mother, in her she carries a huge amount of torment, like, any parent does anyway, but on top of everything, her son's supposed to save the world, and that's supposed to be her job, to help him do that. And I love that about her. I think there's kind of, the doors just keep opening to her kind of mental state, and I think it's really interesting. It's interesting, as an actor too, someone that you get on so well with and that we've created such a bond, and but I also think it's very necessary that John leaves his mother to discover what else is going on. It's like, I guess it's like all parents and children. At some point, they pull away too far, and I think this happens to Sarah. And it's interesting for me too, because she gets more lost and doesn't really know her purpose, I think, without her son, because her whole life is her son. And in return, John finds more of himself, which is a hard thing for Sarah to take. I think that he doesn't need her as much. We kind of have those domestic moments in the house where he's, it's like any teenage kid, he's pushing it. He's like, I'm going to go do this. And she's like, you can't. And then underneath, obviously, she's like, I can't stop my boy. He's not a normal boy anyway. He has a bigger job at hand, and it's, it's hard. It's kind of interesting for me because we are so close, and I was used to kind of us having this relationship, mother and son relationship, and now he's rebelling more, and he's more assertive with Sarah, and he says no, which he's never said before. He spends more time with Derek. I mean, he's in this episode 3, pretty much the whole episode, he's gone. And I think Sarah's kind of angry. I don't know if she trusts Derek entirely, even though he's, his uncle, and he's come from a different place where he handles things very differently. And I think it's a different lesson for John. Whereas Sarah's kind of way of survival and way of dealing with things is very moral and very humanitarian. He learns how to be a different warrior from Derek. I think he learns, where to be a man. And Sarah loses her emotional kind of influence on him.